Hey there everyone, Steve Gonser, physical therapist with Run Smart Online. I want to ask you guys for some help because we designed this new tool and I put in the post, someone way smarter than me certainly helped me with this, and I think if we can get some collaboration we can make this thing a lot better. So there's this thing that I think of that's really tough for people. It's how do you train without getting injuries? How do you train to get a better result on race day? And there's this whole litany of things out there that you can use to train, from gurus to coaches to online sheets and things like that. And I can only speak for myself because I've seen what has worked over the last decade as a physical therapist and a coach. The coaches are great. It's very tough sometimes because you don't know what kind of caliber coach you're getting. I coached for a while and they cost about $200 a month to get started, and it's expensive. And what I wanted to do is, I found that people who are running can just follow a system of good training, then they get really great results. You might have seen me talking about this with my 3 training hacks, which is building a runway, how to incorporate your speed work, and the 2-to-1 principle. I want to show you what we did and what we built, and I want your feedback. How can we make this thing better? Because we spent a lot of time on this, and hopefully that shows. But I went out and I found a developer who's, again, smarter than me and helped me design this thing. And I want to show it to you, so let me do that. And let me know in the comments if nothing's working here, but here we go. So I've shown this in the past, but this is essentially the tool. This is what I'm looking for feedback on. So we built this. This is part of our membership. And right out of the gate, we allow people to choose races. And again, this is really giving you my things that I've seen that have worked and been a proven plan for a lot of runners, and we package it into this system. So let's just say 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon maintenance plans. There's some pushback that people want some ultra plans. We have no immediate plans to do that until we really kind of refine this system. So let's just say a lot of our runners like to run half marathons, but all these plans follow a system that I've used with my athletes in the past and that I've been helping with runners for a long time. So when I'm going through this, just let me know in the comments if you have questions or, hey, this would be cool if you could do this. So select half marathon. We allow people to choose their date of their race. So I just go to May 26th, Buffalo half marathon. And this is where I think is really cool. We allow you to kind of customize what you want. So I always kind of trend people towards a longer training plan, but you get to choose between 14 and 16 weeks. This is different if you're running a marathon, a 5K, 10K. It depends on the race, obviously. We allow you to choose miles or kilometers based on what you're looking for. And then we have this ability to choose your mileage. Now this really goes to the system, right? So, some people want to run certain mileages more or less than others. So we allow people to choose their mileage, which I think is pretty cool. So let's just say you want to run a half marathon, you want to run 30 miles a week. What day of the week you start. This was actually interesting. This came from feedback from people. They told us that I always started my week on Sunday, and some people like to start it on Monday, probably because of Strava. They don't want to lose those mileage to the counts of the week. So we allow you to choose when you want your day to start, which is Sunday and Monday. And another tool that we added into this, which was based off user feedback, is, hey, I really don't want to work super hard towards race day. I like to run. I don't want to kill myself. I like to kind of dumb down some of the speed workouts. So we allow this kind of moving bar for people to adjust their speed workouts. And I thought that was always clever. A guy like me, I'm actually like a distance runner. I love going out for long runs, and I go to the track and I hate the burn. I'd rather just go forever. So maybe you guys can identify with that. And then really to kind of summarize the plan, we give everyone the ability to, which is right down here, build a plan based on one of the following. So you can choose a 5K time or what you want your finish time to be, which is desired finish time. And this is typically what we see. So real quick, what this does is it puts it in, you can see me in the bottom right-hand corner here, it puts it into our system. And it follows a system of training using all the training hacks I've used over the last 10 years as a coach and a physical therapist. But it just packages it in a usable system for athletes to follow, but it completely customizes it to them. We're always open to making this more customizable, so I'd love to know your thoughts on, hey, Steve, if you really had this in here, it would really work. But let me show you what happens when you hit next. You can't see it on your screen, so I just hit next. We put this through the grind, and we build a training plan for you. It should pop up here in a minute. This is just kind of an intro of how to use it. And this is kind of what happens. So you get some different things. I think what's real quick is everything's pretty much editable in here. So we have heart rate, cross training. You can store some notes in here that once your race is complete, you can actually download as a PDF. Cross training. So I'll start right here. One of the things that I wanted to do was make sure everyone had great strength workouts, and we've been doing this for a long time. So This kind of jumps you right to the strength workout that I would prefer that people did to work on balance, hip strength, glute strength, all the things that cause injury, right? Instead of going to YouTube, finding some gurus or whatnot. But as a physical therapist, this is stuff I use all the time. Basics, day 1, there's 12 of these days. There's also some yoga and stuff included in this. But essentially you get the gist. We give you your strength workouts. But let's go to some of the runs. When you go to your run, we actually give you the exact mileage, but you can edit. You can change your paces. Now the paces, there's some contention here because some people think it's too fast, some people think it's too slow. Again, this is just my system. If it doesn't work for you, I understand, but I've seen this work time and time again if you can follow the system. But you can adjust all this stuff. Take your notes, like I said, and I'll show you something else here in a minute. But 2 tools that are right here, which are pretty neat, is we give you the ability to look at your entire month and click to the day you want. So I'll just click to this track workout. And I'll talk about that in a second. But you see the week, we lay the week out here for you. You can look at your month by clicking this calendar icon. I'll go to questions, hopefully some questions in a minute here. But really cool, and one of the things we got was, hey, you laid this plan out for me, but I can't run on Tuesday. It's a long day at work. I have my kids, yada, yada, yada. So we built this new tool in, which allows you to rearrange the days. So let's say Sunday's not a good day. You have to move that to Monday. We just slide that into the order spot and click close. I'm always afraid that nothing's going to work when I do this, but it just swaps the days around. So think about this for a second. If you have a workout plan and you it says track workout, is it this specific? And it really should be this specific. So what we do with our plans is you can still go ahead and edit everything, but it'll give you, so okay, hey Steve, you're gonna run 1 mile at this very, very easy pace. Some people might hate that pace, but it's what I recommend. And then you're gonna do 1,000 repeats at a 9-minute, 8-second mile. And you're just gonna use your time for each interval, because if you're at the track, no one wants to do that math. I certainly didn't. I think I came up with this because I was sick of doing the math. So you're going to run 1,000 in 5 minutes and 41 seconds. That's what this says. And then your recovery time is a quarter of an interval, which just means if you, it's 25% of how long you're running. So a minute 30 or whatever this might be. Repeat that 5 times. Then you go into your 400s, 7 minutes and 45 seconds, so a little bit harder, but you get recovery time equal. So if you're going to run a 400 at 7:45, this is the time for each interval, and you're just going to rest for essentially 2 minutes in between and have an active piece for that. So it's these tools that we built in, a completely customized plan. There's a lot of hacks in here that I haven't introduced a lot of people to that are included in here, but again, a proven system that I've found worked with athletes that doesn't cost $200 a month or anything like that. The one thing I do want to show you before I look and see if anyone has comments is, I might not be on here because of the temperature not being super warm, but let's check it out. One of the things that I think is super cool, so hopefully you made it this far in this video, over the summer or if you're in a warm climate, you look at your plan and it says, I need to run an 8:30 pace today, but it's 94 degrees and it's super humid and I got out of work late and that's going to be really tough. One of the things we did, and you can't see it here, but there would actually be a flame icon here. And you put your zip code in, and we actually tied our plan into a weather API or a weather system that will give you, it'll pull the weather from this source, and we'll actually adjust your paces for you when it's too warm and allow you to run the right effort. Because, right, if it's really hot out, an 8-minute mile at 90 degrees is not an 8-minute mile at 50 degrees. So what we do is we allow people to adjust that. Very tough for a coach to do that because you'd have to sit there with all your athletes, checking the weather, checking the dew point, running through a calculation, be super ineffective and super inefficient. Great that we have great technology, and again, people smarter than me, but these are the things that we built with this, and we're always looking to improve this. We're actually pushing this towards an application in 2019 for your phone, but I'd love to hear your feedback if you have questions or comments on what you think could do better with this. Or what we could add. I would love to hear it from you, and I'll be around looking at the comments throughout the night in the next couple days. So hopefully you have time to take a look at this video while it's live, and I will talk to you guys soon. There's no comments yet when I'm doing this live, but I know someone's going to have some good feedback for me, and that we can implement and make this even better. So have a good night, and I will talk to you guys soon.